Welcome back, one and all. The time is currently 2:34 p.m. on this Saturday, July 27th, 2024. Reminding you that the 27th typically signifies or denotes trouble. And the theme for today and topics of discussion are wide and variable. Let's begin with my rhetorical question to you viewers. What is it that brought you to this channel? What are your interests that keeps you subscribed to this channel? Although I know many channels out there that are subscribed to this channel rarely visit. Unless, of course, possibly their algorithms are guided to my content. But what are your interests? Have they been enough to keep you here? So I'm asking, why are you here? But furthermore, could it be that your interests may lie in that factor of why you are here? It appears as though I am getting into the heads of some of my viewers. But I have to ask myself, and possibly rhetorically asking you, the viewer, if this applies to you, have I been getting into your mind and affecting it, your thought process? Or has it been rather affecting the spirit that resides within your mind? The spirit is to the mind as the soul is to the body. Once this body is gone, once this mind is gone, what is left? The spirit and soul. In my belief system, we come back time and time again. And time again. And so, I want to speak about, why is it that, okay, we have us one of these milky, blue skies, clear blue skies, no clouds. That thing really bright and quite hot. But what is it that directs me out here to catch those anomalies that I catch? That inner intuition, which, I define as being the spirit within my mind, its connection to the higher self of my spirit that has that eternal life, that has lived many lives and in various forms, mind you. There is what is called the universal library out there, and the only access to it is to have understanding of your spirit. You are not what you have been programmed to identify with. Your body, your material possessions. You as Christians, you've been taught this. This is also within other teachings, such as reincarnation. Now, my proofs of reincarnation comes through my observations, as well as my past experiences and so on and so forth. But how do we know that we have a connection to the spirit, to that which continues on, that collects information from lifetime to lifetime to add to this library of consciousness? Well, that is where you start in when you are under the self-realizations and self-actualizations of the spirit, not the mind. That is psychology. That is psychiatry. That is, all those other studies of the organic mind. We are talking the spirit that resides in the mind, the consciousness. How do you know when you are linked to your spirit? To where you are self-aware, self-realized, self-actualized. You start getting signs of this awareness. I've shown these signs. They guide me. When you have those type of guides as well as other signs, you build up a stronger link with your spirit. A stronger link with your spirit creates more energy for that soul that generates the spark of life to your body, the battery of the body. Okay, now take the concept of deja vu and what that really is. The factor of, hey, wow, what is this? All of a sudden, man, it's like I've been here, I've done this, I've heard this, I've seen this. I may have even smelled this before, but I don't, was it in a dream? Did I really experience this? Is this a repeat? What is it? What is deja vu? Well, as you just seen, I have already shown you a couple of clips of screenshots that I put together from another channel, and which was one of those signs, just like those other signs that I've showed you, that tells me, that resonates with me, that lets me understand that I am on the right path of understanding, that I am understanding that division between the organic self and the true identity. Okay, in this lifetime, it is only this identity, but there's been other identities in the past. But once again, those are physical forms of identity. In the spirit, it is just that of I am. And that's what you have to understand, what you really are. You are not this physical being, and therefore you should not attach yourself to your physical possessions. So what are some other signs? Well, sometimes it can come in many forms. This has become a new revelation for me. Okay? Now, people will get signs in numeric forms, a repetition of numbers, which many believe hold significance and understandings through numerology. Okay, let's go beyond that date of 2011. Whereas, okay, I have here my old cell phone, a flip phone, and unfortunately there is no charge to it right now. But within this, the memory of this phone here, I actually have some pictures of when the vultures first tried to interact with me. At the time, and for approximately a year before, I was out delivering pizzas. This was my time during my experience of being in the restaurant business, which I have photos from that time period stored on this phone, which at some point I might just share those. But looking into the past, that hindsight of things that, make you go, and that is what resonation is all about, is, wow, why am I seeing this, And that's just like deja vu. When a deja vu experience happens, you are to just all of a sudden cease and desist everything that you are doing at that time, including thoughts, and observe your surroundings, observe what's going on, because there's a possibility that that is a moment to where you are supposed to change whatever it is that is to occur in the future. Now, how do we know the future? Well, okay, tarot cards. What are tarot cards? How about the Ouija board? Ooh, don't play with the Ouija board. No, they are just links to your higher self, to that universal consciousness, and on the pathway to that universal library of information. It is a connection to your subconscious. Whether it's scrying, peering into a crystal ball, tarot card readings, you name it, looking into the future, you are just tapping in to your life that you have already lived once before, and trying to glean information so you don't make the same karmic screw-ups once again. See, there's lessons to life, and those lessons are not to be repeated mistakes or repetitive mistakes. Because after all, just like that channel and that clip that I put together really resonated with me, that I am on the right path when it comes to my time loop theory that I share about the time loop scenario over on my second channel, Dragonfire Investigative Research. The more that you get into understanding your own spirit and karma, Murphy's Law, reincarnation, deja vu, the Mandela effect, all of that is all associated with that time loop scenario. And now, what I have shown you, what, possibly 3 times now, I still have to put this together yet. It resonates with me, like I said, showing me that I am on the right pathway of understanding a portion of the bigger picture of all existence. I would like you, the viewer, to get on that same pathway. Exercise your mind spirit as well as exercise your body, because it makes the battery stronger. It charges your battery. I used to identify highly with my physical body. In some cases I still do. I have to, because it is the vessel that I am trapped within. The only reason why, with my now newfound understandings, which I am still learning, and I still learn from the viewers, and I thank you. I thank you for those interactions that helps me to learn. I am not a teacher. I could be classified as a mentor to some degree, but all in all, on this platform, I am just considered an influencer through sharing my works. And ultimately, I guess that is the name of the game, isn't it? So on that note, I hope that I have not only opened your eyes, but possibly have helped you on that pathway of self-awareness, self-realization, and self-actualization. Yes, there is good information through the studies of the mind, but it can confuse the studies of the spirit. So if you are concerned beyond this physical lifetime, take up that karmic challenge. Research who and what you are and why you're here. And I don't mean by doing, DNA testing or anything like that. No. Talk to your inner self, people. That's where the answers will lead the way. On that note, have a great one. And we'll see you once again on this flip side.